Welcome to MTG Basics, where we teach you the basics of Magic the Gathering. This is Bad Kitty, and I'll be your guide for today's episode. Today we'll be going over another type of permanent called Planeswalkers. Planeswalker spells are spells that summon Planeswalkers that work as your ally to help fight your opponent. They have a life system referred to as loyalty. Each Planeswalker has a specified amount of loyalty when they enter the battlefield. That loyalty is shown at the bottom of the card. Planeswalkers provide a plethora of battlefield advantages for their caster. For example, some Planeswalkers have static abilities, which require you to do absolutely nothing but sit on the board and look pretty. These can range from not letting your opponents draw more than one card per turn, to not allowing your opponents to gain life. Every Planeswalker has activated abilities. This means by adding or removing loyalty counters, you can activate one of the Planeswalker's activated abilities. These abilities can range from removing 3 loyalty to exile target non-land permanent, to adding 2 loyalty dealing 3 damage to any target. There are also 0 cost abilities that give you value at no cost or gain of loyalty. Additionally, some Planeswalkers will create emblems with their activated abilities. An emblem is usually a static effect that will last for the rest of the game, either giving you a great advantage or putting your opponent at a grave disadvantage. A lot of Planeswalkers have what is called an ultimate ability, which means by removing a large number of loyalty counters, you can activate a very strong and usually game-changing activated ability that Planeswalker has. A player can activate Planeswalker's loyalty abilities once per turn during their turn, unless the Planeswalker or another spell states otherwise. You cannot attack or block with your Planeswalkers unless it or another spell states otherwise. However, any opponent can attack it directly as if it were another player. Its loyalty acts as its life, so it's quite advantageous for your opponent to attack the Planeswalkers, keeping their loyalty low or removing it altogether. Once your Planeswalker has 0 loyalty or negative loyalty, it will leave the battlefield and go to the graveyard like any other permanent. Players can have multiple Planeswalkers as long as they don't share the exact same name due to the legendary rule, and Planeswalkers all being legendary permanents. This is the exact same legendary rule that applies to all permanents. Planeswalkers have been carefully designed and worked on to make sure they are balanced, since they bring a lot to the table. But some have slipped through the cracks and have been major problems. Looking at you, Oko. And that's Planeswalkers! I hope you learn more about these powerful permanents so you can get going in a Spark war of your own. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time to learn a little bit more MTG Basics.